I walk in, they look twice, cause I got that FBA sauce. FBA, that yeah. Yeah. FBA, that's the way. Hey, yeah, clean walk, head high, whole room feel that glide. FBA with the stride, got that calm, that pride. Fresh cut, fresh frame, never chase, no the game. Speak slow, move sharp, making room when I step into place. Go green, steady gaze, truth talk, no fake phase. Real love from the queens, cause they see how I carry my days. Stack wins, locked in, storm come, I don't bend. Built from the heat, still cool, that's the kind of man that don't pretend. You can see it when I enter, that quiet kind of power. Every move a little cleaner, every night a little louder. Yeah, FBA, that's the way. Stride, got that calm, that pride. Fresh cut, fresh frame, never chase, no the game. Speak slow, move sharp, making room when I step into place. Go green, steady gaze, truth talk, no fake phase. Real love from the queens, cause they see how I carry my days. Stack wins, locked in, storm come, I don't bend. Built from the heat, still cool, that's the kind of man that don't pretend. You can see it when I enter, that quiet kind of power. Every move a little cleaner, every night a little louder. Yeah, FBA, that's the way. FBA, that's why. I walk in, they look twice, cause I got that FBA sauce. FBA, that's the way. FBA, that's why. Real ones know the whole room shift when I step, yeah, with that FBA sauce. Tailor fit, then them crisp, sun on skin, wrist lit. No need to holler too hard, my presence do a lot of the lift. Mama talk poison grace, Papa talk stand my ground. I can laugh, I can lead, keep it cool when the pressure come round. Girl say, boy, you smooth when the baseline hit, I don't move. Just that same unbothered look, like I already knew I would. Win the room, from the block to the boardroom. Same soul, same code, Black American man, carry history in the clean ass code. When I enter, that quiet kind of power. Every move a little cleaner, every night a little louder. FBA, that's the way. FBA, that's why. I walk in, they look twice, cause I got that FBA sauce. FBA, that's the way. FBA, that's why. Real ones know the whole room shift when I step with that FBA sauce. I ain't tryna outshine nobody, I'm just shining where I stand. Black American man, I was built to hold my own with a steady hand.
Scott Free is going live. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wonder what is playing through there. Not even exactly sure what is playing through there. Anyway, we'll figure it out. People, welcome back to a brand new episode of the Scott Free Morning Show. I am your host himself, L. Scott. You see the name on the screen, people. People, on today's episode, I didn't do one yesterday. Yesterday was work day. I had a lot of catching up to do. This website is for 300 Radio it's looking amazing, but she is taking way too freaking long for me to get back up and going. So it is going. So I appreciate the people and all the love and all the attention, the time that y'all are taking. But I'm telling you, it's gonna be worth it down the line because we got so much I'll be able to share with you guys that I can't do on here. So anyways, between that, we got new music today, people. We got new music videos today. I did it. I've been working on it. Again, 300 Radio is a platform where we're producing nothing but Black American music again. We are basically trying to turn this thing into the new Motown, okay? Because people keep saying things, and let me start the day off by saying this real quick. Jamel Hill made a point, and I'm going to get back into who I am and for all the new people, but I wanted to make reference. Jamel Hill made reference to that it is hard, because she was making reference to a young black guy the black guy was making reference to how we don't build anything and why we need to build our own black sports arena, things, that, and the third. And she didn't agree with it because she said that it's not that easy. You need funding, things like this. No. How did Motown happen? No, don't tell me that. No, what you're telling me is that somebody doesn't want to do it without them being involved. Do I think it is easier with funding? Yes. Is it easier with marketing? Yes. I tell you every day I get up here with no marketing, no funding, shadow banned and all. But I try my best every day. I say if I reach one new person, great. If I reach two people, great. Because all I care about really is the survival of Black America right now, as well as the diaspora, to be honest with you. I'm still in love with all black people. I want every black person to thrive in their space, just don't attack each other. Act like what you keep telling Black Americans to act like. Kumbaya, nigga. Don't ever attack another black person. Now, I'm with that as well. But no, I just, again, for this platform, 300 Radio, and I know you said 300 Radio, what is that? That is the platform the Scott Free Morning Show sits on. I have a couple of different other programming we have more programming coming. Oh my goodness. It's going to be a whole platform. You guys will be able to go over there and see things. And as of right now, we'll be offering it for free. So get on the bandwagon now. If you come in as a grandparent, I'm the grandparent. If you come in on the ground floor, I always respect those people and look out for those people. But we're going to need the attention, the eyes, and the love. We are doing versus talking. For people who say we don't do. Yes, we're going to do versus talking. Because you can't produce. It just may not go at the pace you want it to. It may not work in the way that you want to. Like Dr. Umar, I always say this, and I bring him up again. Now, no slander. But with the type of money you've raised in that amount of time, if it really truly was about the children and not about you having an institution, because that's what gets it, is you. This is mine. It's mine. I get it. But if you were just about building an institution, you would build an institution. And it would have been, like you said, storefront, no storefront, in-home, don't matter. Don't diminish the fact of our children are suffering so bad. We can't diminish whatever arena we're taking care of them in. So that's my biggest thing is that let's talk, let's not talk, let's do, let's produce what we need to produce. Because I'm going to probably get into that a little bit later again, too, because Hollywood came up and some of the topics I'm going to have today. And we'll get there. We'll get there. But as you can see from the thumbnail, again, I've jumped ahead. Sorry, guys. So for the new people who are here, my name's L. Scott. I appreciate you. I am the host of the Scott Free Morning Show. It is housed on the 300 Radio platform. That's where you're going to be able to find all the amazing content. Me cussing. I get to cuss a lot over there. But as of right now, if you would, please go to 300 Radio on YouTube. We are streaming live over there. The reason why I want you to go there, if you're on TikTok especially, is because I can actually show you things on the screen and see what it is over here. TikTok, they frown upon that, and I can't show you those things. So today, I would like for you to go over 300 Radio and then put the number 1 right behind it. It brings you right to the page. You'll see this big, beautiful face, and we'll go ahead and follow the channel, and then you'll be able to see along with everyone else. I appreciate the love. Anyway, enough homework. Let's get it out of the way. Let's move on to the show. We got multiple topics to cover. You know the weekend. We go into the weekend, the world falls apart for black folks. There's always something going on. What is some of the things that I got in there? Because I can't even see my own damn thumbnail. What is going on? I love TikTok Shop. Hold on. Okay, so you got Ryan Clark. We're going to talk a little bit about Ryan Clark. The HBCU, and we'll probably talk about that first because I know people, I don't want to bore you, but I want to get into that. The Howard University turning away people. That's something. That's something people not paying attention to. I do want to talk about that. The Nolan Wells thing. Oh, wow. It's just, that's my anger part of the day, so let me get the juices flowing first before I start cussing. Because otherwise I'm just going to start cussing. I know me. And what's the last? Oh, and the Black Panther thing. I'll talk that. That one actually, I'm trying to look at it subjectively. I am, and I'm not trying to be pile on or negative to anyone or anybody. So we'll wait for that. But anyways, let's talk about one thing. And then two, of course, we have all the things in my timeline. All right? Because we got a million bajillion things that we have to cover over here. Where do you want to go first? Let me go on the timeline first. Then I get into the main topic. Guys, I'm telling you, it's going to be a trip. It's a ride. You're going to love it over here. I promise you. Just stay with me, okay? Wait, is my music playing? Yeah, I get it. Okay, all right. First things first. Let me see something real quick, guys. Hold on one second. Yeah, why was that playing? I don't know why they were playing last time. I don't know. Anyways, I digress. All right, so in my timeline, first things first, what's the first thing I'm gonna look at? Here we go. Let's see. Okay, so now first thing, I always try to start this show with somebody sent me something. So somebody sent me this. I haven't seen it all the way through, but what I see from what I think I saw in the first few seconds of this video is they are trafficking. Oops, so can I say they even say that word? I don't even know if I can use the T word in here. They are moving around children, especially young ladies, and I think One Time is in on it. If you don't know One Time, I'm trying to use codes because we're online. I can't say nothing now. They are censoring everything. Let me put the thing on the screen for you. I mean, let me let you guys hear the audio. Good God, I can't talk. I appreciate the fan. First of all, before I get into it, I'm gonna get sidetracked. Appreciate the fan club love. I'm gonna set up a super fans chat one day soon, guys. So go ahead and join the fans club. And I promise you, I'm gonna give y'all exclusive. I promise you, for the people who join the fan club, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you like now. I'm not on it. I might work and do it. Free entry to the website, always and forever. That's what it would be for you. That's all it is. That's share the love, me back to you. That's gonna be original content, television shows, movies, news articles. It's just all over the world. It's so much in this one space. Sports, it's gonna be everything. You'll get it with 100% entry. Go and join the fan club. Anyway, up here first, I'm gonna put on the screen. This is what I was talking about. Hold on.
I'm gonna find.
For real, fuck these motherfuckers.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
He got the whole look.
Oh, they bringing somebody out the back.
Nigga, he got the what's happening? What's happening?
Yeah, move with me so my battery won't die.
Yeah, I'm coming with you. Fuck that. Bring his ass out. It took y'all long enough.
Right. Watch, buddy. Watch, buddy. Hey, I'm coming through here.
I got you.
They should just let us whoop his ass, dog.
Bro, I swear, if we rush your ass right now, they can't.
Okay, hold on, shit. I'm gonna narrate it for you. This young man, it's a whole bunch of black folks around. Now, this has bothered me a little bit, but I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. But there's a whole bunch of black folks around, they filming, they watching it, and it does look like One Time is sneaking kids into this van.
Stop nobody.
Oh, they done pulled the van up to the door so they could sneak a shit out.
Hey, that's
They
some
sneaking
bitch
shit
ass
out.
shit.
They sneaking shit out, dog.
Put that nigga on display.
I love TikTok.
Put
Show that nigga
motherfucker on
face,
display
dog.
now.
Show that nigga face. My shit got blurry as a motherfucker. Clear up, iPhone. Oh, they sneaking niggas out, dog. They sneaking niggas and bitches out. Look at all the motherfuckers coming out of there, dog.
Hey,
Look at all the dog.
hey.
So let me stop it there. For the people who came in late, didn't know what I was playing, this was audio from someone in the neighborhood that was showing where this potentially the people of the Serve and Protect are actually were this, at least this police department was involved in trafficking, the moving around of other human beings, unfortunately. And what do I have to say to this? This video was given to me, well, I guess they wanted my opinion. My opinion on this is this. I have said a long time ago, I am no longer fooled. I am no longer under the illusion. I am no longer, I can't even say, call myself dumb. I'm no longer in belief that these people have any care about us in any way. I look at the world total opposite probably of you. Whenever I see a commercial with heartstrings playing in the background, all of that, I say the okie doke is in. Something's not right here. Not these people care. Because every time I went to the place that says, hey, come see me, I care. They didn't care when I got there. Do you know I went to go get a lawyer one time for something? I had ironclad. We ready to make some money because I was in the right. Civil court, of course. Do you know this young fella of another race? I won't say his name, but he wears a little bitty hat. He proceeded to hear my case, and because my case was not against another black person, he would not take the case at all and told me so because of that. That's how cocky he was. So don't tell me when I see on TV, oh my God, they are the most attacked people. Oh my God, they're so. No. This mother told me in my face, no, I'm not helping you. I'm not helping you get no money. That's why when I hear people like Russell Simmons say things like, "Oh no, these people have been a angel to the culture." Since when? Since how? And who? What are you talking about? Somebody else said that I totally agree with. Are you trying to get a pass to come back into the country because you've been running from these charges that you got out here? With these churns that them churns, you know what I mean when I say that. Come on now. Anyways, I digress. To me, I know that you can't trust these folks. The system is not just, look, the system is not broken. The way things are designed this way. The way that the world functions, the way that the people see things, the way that the laws work, the unfortunate unalivings, I don't even know if I should be saying that anymore, of people who look like us, unfortunately, disproportionately, these are not mistakes. These are not accidents. I saw the young brother in the street. I flipped right past that. I didn't even want to see them. I heard a bow, bow, and I was, oh, nope, not watching that. Nope, not watching that. You're not gonna put that and make that normal in my vision. I don't want to see that. I don't have to see it to want to sit up here every day and put my life on the line speaking this way because I am against them folks because of this. They are against us. And when I say them folks, I'm talking about people who run this place. Yes, do I run into people of other cultures that are cool than the fan? I ran into some East Asians, some East Arabs. Not East Arabs. I'm sorry, I had some Arabs at the gas station near me. Of course, they done took over our whole neighborhood, but one of them was cool than the fan. He even understood it. I mean, I can't do nothing. My whole family ill. I'm sorry. But I know this culture has been vulturing on us. I know them little people been vulturing on us. I know over and over and over again people are doing this to us, but we supposed to sit back and act like shit ain't happening because we know 2 or 3 cool people that's cool. No, you're not gonna do that. Anyways, I digress. Let me move on from that. You gonna make me get in trouble. I said I won't talk about them people. This week, I'm not gonna talk about them folks. All right, enough. You're not gonna make me do it. All right? Let me move into one of the subjects that's on the list today. Let me talk about the HBCUs. Okay, people, first things first, before I get into HBCUs, if you've been living under a rock, what's been going on is, over at Howard University, and I want to talk about this real quick because this highlights multiple issues for me. And you're not gonna get this take anywhere else. So hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, hit follow it all. Do something. Just tap it. But I'm gonna go ahead and say, the reason why this bothers me, a couple of reasons it bothers me, and it highlights a couple of things, because I've been through this process. Not what they're going through, but I've been through the process of showing up to a school, having to pay money, having to be on a payment plan. I've had to do these things. I have daughters that I put through college. Or well, I helped put through college. That's shit. No, I put them through college. You might as well go and say it. These little niggas ain't got all that student loan debt. I wanted to make sure we took away. Anyway, so what I realize is, if you don't know what the process, what's going on is that a couple of kids were supposed to go over to HBCU. They had been accepted. They was ready to go show up. And then all of a sudden, the school told them, hey, yo, you ain't paid all your money you need to pay for this semester or this year or whatever. So unfortunately, you can't come. Bop, beep, bing, out of here. Now, on the surface, that's what a lot of people was talking about. Oh man, this is crazy. Then it was like, is this a clerical issue? No. This is on purpose. Hit the like button. And the reason why I know this is on purpose is just because this is the same thing that happens to the airlines. The airline will just use a round number, has 100 seats. They'll sell 130. You say, what'd you do that for? Because some people fall out. We don't want to lose that money. So they overbook the flight, is what they do. And then they offer incentives to people to take other flights and this, that, and the third, because that's the way they make money. These schools are doing the same thing. If Howard was accepting, just say 2,000 kids, but they extended 2,500 acceptance letters, you got a 500 people problem. Then you got another problem I'm finding out of these schools, the HBCUs. They are prioritizing people of prominence, children, and I get it. These people potentially, they bring status to the school, they bring potential economics to the school. I get that. I understand why you're doing it. It's just, to me, if I ran an institution, we have to get rid of this system. Biasness. Said the same thing. 2 black banks recently. Matter of fact, let me pivot just a little bit, but I'm coming right back. 2 black banks I just read recently, they're going to merge into one bank. Here we go. 2 black banks. Never heard of neither one of them. But then when I looked them both up to see what was they doing differently than the other banking systems that were nationwide, sometimes global. And it was nothing. Same thing. Only difference is there's a black face on it. Now, I get it. On the surface, oh shit, niggas is winning, they own banks. But what are you doing to service the community? We can't move the same way as these people. So like HBCUs, I get it. Other institutions are doing this. They are getting more kids because kids fall out. Kids change their mind. Kids run into financial issues. All this other stuff. You don't want to lose any money. I get it. But you need to figure out something different than the system that is working now, because this is the fallout that's happening. Children now don't have anywhere to go, and school is literally like revving up right now. So this makes no sense. It does make sense because what happened is all them kids, they had more kids than beds that they could offer. They had more kids than classes could fill. But my bad, good God, I'm burping all over myself. But sorry about that, guys. That's unprofessional. But my whole point is that even though you know you're doing that, you have to eat that. Because when I turn around and I hear the president of the institution, and I was going to play it, but it's at the end of another video and I can't fast forward it. And I was like, oh God, no. But here it is, some non-Black American person running the institution, which again, he's a figurehead. But this is my issue, because a lot of times people don't realize that I understand power structure ain't real. Like when you see a nigga, the president of the school, yes, his power is who's gonna eat at the cafeteria, who he can fire as a teacher. But when I'm talking about stuff that this institution is going to, the new curriculum of this institution, what you are going to produce when it comes to the minds of these children, all those things are not designed by the dude that's the president of the school. It's just, to me, my issue, that's why one of my issues is why it's not a Black American, it should always be. These institutions, see, people need to understand, by making you one big Negro and everybody African, and this is the problem, where everybody else gets to be in this select group, but you can't be Black American. The reason why that's a problem is it's times like this. Because times like this is that our children are suffering. Black kids are suffering. Black adults are suffering. And being that we are, this is the time these types of institutions need to be actually surrounding themselves with our own people, not welcoming others in first and over ours. Yes, a lot of these institutions do it. Howard, I'm seeing that coming from them. There's a lot of foreigners coming in. Damn, they coming in on scholarships and things that Black Americans can't even get. And these institutions are for Black Americans. So all I'm saying is, and then we get into the comment section a little bit. I haven't even looked at it yet. All I want in that aspect is that these schools have to prioritize our children and treat them fairly. And then 2, find out a different system. Like maybe you may have to move. If the scholarship money comes in later, then maybe you need to start your school year a little bit later. Because I get it. The FAFSA drops money at a specific time. I get it. All those things. I totally understand it. But the reason why, but let me say this too. But the reason I also think something deeper is at play, and something is bigger at play is just because of this. I also know that unless they are on financial, like on the cusp of financial ruin right now, Howard, them IOUs a lot of times are good. When you get scholarships, there's certain parameters. Because my kids got one. My daughter, my knee baby, she got she won a scholarship from an institution, this little program that we had her in, and she won from a business that she produced in high school. But anyways, I digress. But she got that money, but the way we had to set it up, even though the money came to her and she had to disperse it to the school and this, that, and the third, the money did come later. So the school gave her a credit because there was a way to validate that money was coming. They just hadn't cut the check yet. Schools a lot of times will take that as that basically their IOU. So for this whole situation not to be happening, something bigger is at play, because that means, because they keep saying, because like this was my issue. Here's another issue. I was watching Roland Martin cover it, unfortunate, and as him and his panel were discussing it, They made it sound like almost the way they were talking, like a lot of this needs to be on the student and their parents. They need to check and make sure this, that, and 30, check 30 times, this at 30. They need to be checking this 30 more times and double checking and seeing if they talk to a student advisor or they talking to a real person in the financial aid, even though you call financial aid, I know, so you're supposed to talk to a legit person, but the person, all this stuff Roland was basically making it seem like it was on the student. But one thing I can tell you from these institutions, because I've been through this myself, those institutions will get one story from one person, another story from another person, another story from another person. Same thing when you call the IRS, story from one person if you got a problem, another story from another person if you got another problem, another story another person. You have to go through 15 people before you actually get somebody who's willing to do their job. So when the school basically makes it sound like, and Roland, them make it sound like these are just, hey, the kids didn't do their job. No. When those children say, yo, we've called it, one kid said this, another person said this, another administrator said that, but they all in the financial aid, they were giving them the rigmarole on purpose. So we have to ask why and what's going on. And then for Roland them to make the statement, yo, this is just how college is. No. Then if this was the case, this wouldn't be the first year that this happened. No. This is the first year you didn't plan properly for it, and then all institutions, no, this is not normal. When you extend an offer, that offer is good. Now, if you don't come up with help, matter of fact, I remember my youngest daughter, her little incompetent butt when it comes to stuff like this, out of state, so I can't do it. She has to do a lot of this on her legwork on herself. Yes, I'm doing this. No, she didn't do that. Yes, I was doing it. No, she didn't do this. And when she didn't do those things, a lot of times those bills were sitting there outstanding at times. Yep, she's still going to class every day. Now, I get it. This is a PWI. They treat it different. I get it. But I also saying to you, it would not be normal if I hadn't heard, we would have heard this from multiple other institutions. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, I digress. But the last thing I want to say to it too, it did show me something, and then I'll get into the comments. Something that did show me. It showed me also, if you want to get into black media, legacy media, meaning you can pop on CNN tomorrow, you can pop on Fox News, you can pop up on Good Morning America, you at the Boule brunch, them folks. Those people all seem to go on the Howard. Every person I saw rolling the show, every other show when they covering it, hey, I'm a Howard alum, I just wanted to say that. Did they produce all the producers in the world? I mean, all the TV personalities, journalists, AKA mass communication majors in the world? What is going on here? No, that sounds like, again, there's a plan at play. Now, I don't want to accuse this institution, but I will say this. I remember a few years ago, if I remember correctly, they have a high school that's attached to Howard University, and they fired their black principal of that school that was teaching some sort of black history. I know, that's what I'm saying. Makes no sense to me. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'll take it if it's been years. My brain is not as great as it used to be. But I also know that when you at institutions like this, I've seen people that they produce and they put out, and you're like, oh, this nigga went out rolling. That little Dr. Carr or whatever his name to be on that time, I don't like that dude. That dude right there, oh, he just flip-floppy all over. And another I don't like, and why I don't like legacy media, if you're gonna cover a story, cover the story. I am so sick and tired of the favoritism in these levels of entertainment. They will protect people just because they your homie. Look, you don't have to agree with it, but you don't have to throw them on the bus, but you definitely don't have to sit back and coddle these people. I've watched the Rolling Little Whole platform just coddle the shit out of them. Excuse me. I love TikTok shop. See TikTok, I'm trying to cover myself. But nobody, this whole putting them with baby gloves, well, did you sure you talk to the right person when you call? These young girls, like Roland's interviewing some of the young kids, and this is how they talking to them like the kids is dumb. Were you sure? Did you, was it a teacher? Was it a kid? Did you check? Because something not right. Did you see if the janitor had answered the phone? You didn't ask if it was the janitor, did you? Sure. No, it's the financial aid department. Yeah, but did you ask who answered the phone? You need to take this down. I'm like, okay, here we go. But then when it be another situation where like his team needs to be criticized, or like if the other side, because you know they take sides, you know, the Democrat, Republican. So then the Republican side do something, it could be minute. I don't even think it'd be not even worth talking sometimes. They be like, oh, look at this shit. I mean, both of them do it, don't get me wrong. Both of them, like I remember the Republicans when Obama was in office, and I don't like neither one of them niggas. Just know my stance. If you don't know me, I don't care on either side. But I remember Obama wore like a tan suit or something. They're like, look at this unpresidential nigga. Oh my God. He needs to be stoned. I was like, the dude wore a brown suit. What he's done? You people are crazy. Oh, let me get this chat. Hold on a second, people. What's going on, my people? Hold on. Bring that down there. Boom. There you go right there. Hit the like button. Share the live, people. I appreciate you. Come on, hit that follow button, people. Let them know, brother. Let me know that you care. Anyway, appreciate you, people. Where everybody coming from today, man? I don't never get asked that. I've been meaning to always ask that. I want to know where everybody come from. Hit me up and let me know where you coming from. What'd you put in here? You said I'm sorry, my bad. Hold on one second. Let me get that right there. Okay, anyways, I'm just reading comments right there. Fan club member, I appreciate you right there. You are a member for life, I promise you right there. Jersey, look, I always say this real quick before I get into the next story. We're going to get to the next story. I always tell people all the time, I appreciate that right there. Come on, you are a member for life. There you go, aren't you? Jersey, I'm going to tell you 2 states that have other than North Carolina, and I'm biased because I'm North Carolina, but there's 2 states that produce some of the coolest, dopest, maddest, baddest motherfuckers in the world. That's Jersey, and they ain't states. Well, that's Jersey, yes, and then Chicago. They got some of the coolest people in the world. Chicago people and Jersey people cool in the fan. Naturally. I remember you from Atlanta. You down here with me with these crazy people. That's where you at. What side of town you on, Naturally? You on north side, south side, east side? Where you at? What's going on, Kim? Come on in. Appreciate you, Sugarfoot. Come on in. So only reason why I say that, they are the coolest. Now, you get some New York people, I'm gonna tell you, they can be cool, dope, but then sometimes you'll meet some of them, they be trying to think you country, so they trying to rob me. Like one of my best friends, this little Negro flaked out on me, he was up top. He was bouncing in between New York and Rhode Island. But when I tell you what I love, let me tell you what I love about New York. New York is what I love about New York, especially New Yorkers that families from the South. They respect the South, but New Yorkers have this edge about them, but they be like, yo, I'll run any room. Don't matter. Dude come walk in with a white tee on, some jeans, nigga walk right in the boardroom and say, yo, everybody move out of the way. I could run this. And he probably could. That's how I love New York when it comes. New York confident like that, LA confident like that, and Atlanta confident like that. Old Atlanta, I ain't talking about all these implants. Yeah, I'm one too, so, miss me with that. But anyway, let's move on. What are the stories that we're going to get into? I keep forgetting what story we cover. Oh, Ryan Clark. Let me cover this Ryan Clark thing. You on the South Side? Oh, yeah. I never got down there. Look, let me tell you this story real quick, y'all, then I'm going to get into the story. Naturally, look, when I first moved to Atlanta, it's almost been 20 years now. When I first moved to Atlanta, I went to this place called Pro Moves because I needed help getting an apartment and everything like that. Now, look, bring my kids and everything, so got to find a good school system. These kids isn't gifted in honors class, even though it won't yet. But they ain't gifted in honor classes when we got here the whole night. I want to make sure we kept that up and everything. So, in Pro Move was like, look, he went to the map. And y'all, if anybody know anything about Atlanta, Atlanta's surrounded by this thing called the perimeter, right? So he went to this thing to the map with the perimeter. He was like, anything below the perimeter, don't send your kids there. They not even accredited. I was like, what? Now, I don't think it's everywhere, but he's scared this shit. He was like, someplace down there, the kids getting A's, B's, time to graduate. They can't graduate. The school ain't accredited. I was like, oh. So I ended up in one of the whitest parts of Atlanta. I was up there heading out of town north. I guess it's north side. But anyway, telling too much of my business. All right, look, let me get into the story. Ryan Clark. I have to cover Ryan Clark because just like everybody else is probably thinking, if you don't know the story, Ryan Clark is an ESPN analyst, or former now, and a former NFL player. Ryan Clark has a very popular podcast called the Pivot Podcast. Him and his homeboys, which they seem like they really love Ryan. It was just very nice. Always nice to see that. Anyway, side note. And I say that because you can genuinely tell these brothers care for Ryan. But anyway. Ryan was recently fired. They said they told him in the middle of the episode he was filming live on the air. He walked off. Fuck that. I'm done. Now, have no issues with any of those things. This company, that's how they do black folks. Black folks don't get the courtesy of 2-week notices. Black folks don't get the courtesy of 1 week notice. Black folks don't get courtesy. Black folks get fired just like that. Ryan Clark experienced what the janitor, the cafeteria lady, the call center person actually experienced. You know what that was? I'm gonna let this nigga work all day long, and when we don't need no more work out of him, let his ass go. That's what he experienced. Welcome to the club. You do not bypass that just because you got more digits in your wallet. That's what I hate to tell black folks. Black folks get money and think that the situation's changed. No, you just got more bills, but you gonna still get treated the same way that they treat everyone else that look like you. So, Ryan Clark now have no issue with none of those things. This is when the issue lies. When I won't even talk about Ryan Clark. I won't even bring up the story. When I saw Ryan Clark, this morning I woke up to seeing this nigga crying all over my YouTube timeline. I said, what are we crying for? Yeah, and then I hear him, and do I have the audio? Let me see if I got the audio, so I don't have to talk my family through this. Let me see if I got the audio. Where did I bring it over? I know I got some audio with it. Didn't I come up? There it go. I think it is right there. Nope, that's not it right there. Hold on. I think I got the audio. If I don't, I guess we won't be playing it. Nah, I want to play it. Oh, I know what it is. It was on YouTube, but I don't feel like pulling it up. So, but anyways, for Ryan Clark. So what I want to say about Ryan Clark is this, and I would have pulled it up, but I guess there ain't no need. So my thing is, when you're sitting there, his friends asked him, yeah, what do you regret? And then or something to the effect of that. And then Ryan basically says that he was proud when the people, and I love this part. Don't let me get me wrong. I love this part of what he said. Ryan Clark said, they said, how do you feel now that you've been fired from the place, this, that, and third? How did it make you feel? And he said, I feel bad because, when I go home and I see the elders, the black folks, the folks look like me from my neighborhood, and they tell me they proud of me. Oh man, it makes me feel good. Now, it makes me feel good to know one black man loves the fact that another, his community, loves on him back. That means something, because that means something to me. Like for me, I don't want to be on here speaking, talking, saying things out loud, and I look at my comment section and nothing but people who non-look like me are the ones that's championing it. I'm doing something wrong. So being that that's the case, I have no issues with none of that he said. This is when the issue comes into play. 2 reasons. One, you crying in front of them peoples. For one, they get satisfaction out of that. They have no remorse for you. They hung you from trees. They will pew pew you in your head now over a water bottle. Yes, I know about the video. So there's no remorse to be had there. So no, I don't know your appeals just like that. If you can't cry in front of your fucking woman, don't be crying in front of these people. That's 1. 2, it lets people know that you have now validated them as being important. Their network is being important. I said earlier in the episode, Jamel Hill is trying to convince people that it's just too hard for black people to start their own black sports network. So they're gonna have to basically that's what she's saying. It's just y'all don't understand. It needs funding, this, that, and the third. Hey, if you want to fund, if Gilbert Arenas can go in his fucking basement and build a studio, and now is sitting there, I get it. He went out there and made a dumb decision, but now he seems like he got his stuff back. That's another story for another day. But if this nigga now has all that popularity, he's one of the top podcasts in the world, he's doing it. Cam Newton, them, same thing. Rent some space, take your ass in there and get on YouTube. Now to the point, they're making money, because what's happening is, this is black folks. Do not go work for someone else if your platform takes off. Do not sign with someone else if your platform takes off. You license yourself. That's what you do. This Scott-Free Morning Show, yo, we want to pick that shit up, y'all. We want to take it. You ain't taking nothing. You can license it. Meaning, we can use it on your platform. Meaning, you can give me certain things that you do and don't like, and I can look at that list and tell you whether I will and won't take it, and then go from there. But this will forever and always be me. That's how it has to be. These people who just want the job, that's a problem. Ryan, you are crying over some employment. No, you always... A heterosexual black male in corporate America, days are always numbered. When you walk in the door, Don't matter how good you are numbered. You don't survive that. You ain't supposed to survive that. Let me tell you something else. Good game for my sisters and brothers who work in this environment, who ain't cooning or tethering. Good Lord, I can't talk. For the black folks who say, I like other black folks and I want to work with other black folks and I want other black folks in this place so we can have people to talk to at the picnic and all the other stuff. So I'm not talking to y'all. I want to tell you how to decipher whether this that you're working with is cool or not cool. There's multiple ways to pay about it. One, if it's a lady and her wig don't fit right, I promise you 9 times 10 she ain't from here. So what you mean is raise your eye. That's one. Shit, let's go back it up for a second. We talk about the men. If you want to know if the dude is cool or not, brother, when you walk into the door, oh shit, there's another black heterosexual male here. When you already know, ask him one question, how long you been here? If he say like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, say, oh, this nigga's the ops. Don't talk to him, ever. Why? Because straight black males don't last 5, 6 years in corporate America, ever. I don't like to tell you all of my personal business, but I'll tell you, last corporate job that I had, so I'm working in this implementation department. I'll tell you a quick story. I'll tell you how much I know. I know it. This one, I wasn't even sold out by the brother. I was sold out by the sisters. I was 2 sisters sold me out. I ain't gonna say sold me out. I say one got me. Anyway, I ain't gonna tell the story. Let me stay on topic, because I always tell y'all my personal business. It ain't even relevant. It's just gonna be funny to me at the end. Find me on my. How you been gonna find me on my last day of school after you having a conversation with me? Oh, that bothers my spirit. What'd you say? Segregation helps create. Helps. I can't see that they don't help create the environment. Oh yes, Who said that? I can't see the name. God damn it. I can't see the name, but I see the number 64 at the end. You know what's funny? You say that. Whoever he or she said that, they said that about the segregation being the cause of all this. 1,000% correct. 100% on the mark. I'm gonna tell you how you said it. Matter of fact, I may have a fucking video. I actually do. This supports what you just said.
So my original question was, why do companies want the youth? Why do companies want the youth? There were 7 black principals who were terminated in Chicago, and it's not getting enough press. Everyone should be talking about it the way we talked about Jay-Z and Target. Somebody wants the youth. Listen to me. Listen to this. Listen. There was a post-Brown purge in 1954 to 1974. There were about 82,000 black teachers in the United States prior to 1954. A decade later, with hundreds of segregated schools closing, more than 38,000 had been fired by white school leaders. I know, you ain't listening. Leslie Fenwick's research argues that numbers is grossly undercounted. She said that is nearly 100,000 credentialed black teachers and principals were systemically and illegally removed and replaced by less qualified white educators. An NEA task force found that 67% of black teachers had been demoted in 1965 alone, and at least 93% of teachers interviewed had been demoted or fired due in part of wholly due to desegregation. Before Brown, black teachers were 35 to 50% of the workforce in segregated states. Today.
Okay, so let me say this. Let me say this. I want to say this to her. Share the live, people. Share the live. Appreciate it. Just tap the button. Bing, share the live. Let's get some people in. Let's talk this shit up. All right. So to support what you just said, I've always said this. Let me not start and let me not denigrate our ancestors and our elders. Our ancestors and our elders were sick and tired of people coming into their neighborhoods, taking advantage of their women, taking advantage of their children, doing what they wanted to. The law enforcement, the served and protectors. They were sick and tired of that stuff so much that people like the Black Panther Party, and then you had the Deacons for Defense. You had multiple people popping up to support the crew. Robert F. Williams. It's a lot of different people don't never know about. Black folks did not just sit back and non-violently protest. I promise you. But my point is that even though we fought non-violently and violently, the end game, we got okey-doke. So I do not blame our ancestors and our elders for what they did. They were trying to keep people out their neighborhoods. They just did not know that they were integrating themselves into, or even better, into oblivion. What that lady basically said was what I always said too. The reason why it was bad for desegregation for us was because we lost everything, our schools, our things. And now to the point when black people say, like myself, let's just build it again. Since it's post-racism world that they say we living in, let's just build it again. Damn, we hit shit like Jamel Hill telling you, it's just too expensive. It's too expensive to build a sports network of podcasts. You want to know why? First, you need a studio. I got a studio. I makes nothing compared to what these people are worth. Then you need microphones. I got microphones. Then you need a platform. Bitch, get on YouTube like everyone else. ESPN could not survive off its network, off its app or cable. It needs YouTube, just like everyone else. So this whole, I can't do it, bitch, get your own, I have my own servers, everything. These are excuses. And I don't like the fact that at this point, you're not gonna get me to sit and co-sign, I need them. They have told us you can't rely on them for anything. Every time that, mind you, we'll be talking about something, somebody's going over in the comment. What are you saying? Hold on, let me read this, because this one here, also, our HBCUs were created. Okay, I get that, yeah. Support you are more. Oh, yeah. You know what it is? I think we're getting to the point, black folks, the ones like myself, and this is what I always say, the people like myself, I think we're getting to the point where we're just tired. And I see you down there on YouTube, Mississippi, holla at you, Miss Lady. I see you down there. I honestly think that people don't realize we are coming together. We just need a cohesiveness, and we need other people's voices out of the way. Like for me, I say it all the time to people all the time. I'll tell you right now, I can't stand to tell them. I tell them mine, say, don't come in and think you're gonna take from us. What's wrong with you? But if you come, like I used to I watched this video of Laz Alonso the other day, and he was sitting down. Well, who was he talking to? God, the dude, Stockman dude from Boys to Men podcast. And he was basically like, yo, I'm from somewhere else, and my family came here. None of our immigrants could have came here without the civil rights movement. See, our family do honor. See, our families sacrifice, it fixed it for other people. And at least for me, at least Laz Alonso, he cool with me, because if he can make that statement, he's saying, yo, y'all can't even be here without that. Nobody's asking you to grovel. No one's asking you to pay homage every 32 seconds. But motherfucker, when you do get something, my family didn't get nothing out of that. Them opening up our schools got rid of our schools, got rid of our teachers, our principals, our educators. Every part of that is gone. Our mom and pop restaurants that we loved are gone. Our own theaters are gone. Our own movie companies are gone. Everything is gone. And everybody keeps telling us, you don't need to get that back. That's just being reverse racist if you're trying to be with yourself. Why are you trying to do? Because everybody eating off you. I'll give you an example. And I be doing this lately. I don't know if y'all been doing this. But I be purposely going into Asian places just to see what the post is like and asking questions and leaving. So young. Hey, when I tell you, I've never seen so many Asians kicking, swinging their feet, sitting down, laying down. I went by a massage place the other day. The ladies just sit, 3 or 4 of them just sitting in the chair chilling. Ain't nobody in there. And this was like a Saturday. So it's like, come on, y'all supposed to be working. What's going on? Ain't nobody using. That means that my whole entire culture that they tell us we can't do something, it's feeding everyone else. And the motherfucking thanks you get for feeding them is contempt, attitude, elitism, telling you crazy. You need to be generic, one big nigga with us. Don't tell me that I'm making that up. No, I don't get on here just to pick on people. If you say it, I say it like this. I never champion anything, anybody in my family. And when I say family, I'm Black American, first and foremost and always. I am not championing the worst of any behavior that we ever did. If someone did something to your people or anything else, they should be held accountable for it. I'm not going to champion it. But what I'm not going to do is sit here and be underneath people who feel a certain type of way about me for whatever reason. And I just, at this point, I don't know what's wrong with us when we can't seem to get that for some reason. And that's where I'm at. Anyways, I digress. Let's move on. Hit the light, people. Shut the light, people. Let's keep moving. So my whole thing, let me get back to the point. Y'all took me down this path. So my whole thing is this. Ryan, let me get to the point. So I want to say this. I want to say this to my brother, because I have no problem with Ryan Clark. I don't. I will say this. I know there's like this inner beef that goes on between like Ryan Clark and Marcellus Wiley and the dudes over there. I can't think of them dudes over there. God damn it. What's the name of that place with Aucho? I don't like that dude. Nigerian dude. I don't like that dude. Emmanuel Aucho, but even LaShawn LaCour. They all got issues with each other. But one thing I can always tell you is this. I don't ever agree with all three. I never agree with all three of them. And I'm not talking about Aucho. I don't ever agree with this. I'm talking about LaShawn McCoy. I have had times where I agree with these brothers, at times I disagree with these brothers. But they be attacking each other's blackness. But I'm going to tell you, out of all of them, from the stuff that I've seen, the ones who are most connected to the community that I've seen is Ryan. And Ryan still gets it wrong, in my opinion, sometimes. So when I hear people slander and talk bad to him, I don't want to talk bad to him. I just want him to know this. This is what manhood needs to get to for black men. This is the only reason why I wanted to cover the story, and then I move on. I'm tired of in every facet of life, we have to almost include them, be part of them. They have to be, something has to be connected to them before you can fully express yourself, which means you ain't expressing yourself. I want real manhood. So for me, Ryan Clark, you were an undrafted player, I think they said, who made it to the league, who probably made millions of dollars, who turned around and pivoted into a journalism career that's very popular to you. Your Pivot podcast makes you money. The only reason why black people are ever supposed to feel nervous about losing their gig is if their money is short. So if your money is fine, then you need to suck it up and move on. Because these people are not the end-all be-all. You are. Believe me, they are letting go of all of their Negroes. You want to know why they're letting go of all their Negroes? Because they're doing it to all black Americans. Let me say this so everybody get it again, because I don't think the non-regulars are going to understand what I'm trying to say here, but let me say it. Black Americans are on attack. They are coming for you in every way. Every facet of life, they are removing you. They are removing you from everywhere. They are doing it like a slow bill. Put the frog in the pot and turn it up slow. But if you notice, every part of life that we go to, something is happening to you. Why is ESPN removing all of his Negroes? Bringing in other folks and paying them hundreds of millions of dollars. Pat McAfee, who's more fucking entertaining? Pat McAfee, I get it. He gets all the white people. They said black men are the number one watchers of ESPN. Where both cannot fucking exist. You don't kill the black faces. Excuse me, I love TikTok shot. Uh-oh. Stop it. Y'all got me out here doing stuff I'm supposed to be doing. I'm too hyped up. Calm down. So, you don't get rid of all the guys who look like the guys like us who want to see those guys talk. I don't want to hear Skip Bayless talk. I don't want to hear, I can't even think none of them other white TV music. I don't want to hear them talk right now at all. So to get rid of all of the black guys, him and Cam have a very popular podcast. You don't get rid of all of that ingenuity, that star power when it's all about the ratings. You get rid of them for who? To bring on people that we don't care about? So that makes no sense to me whatsoever. So, pivoting in. I'll give you an example. People, black folks are under attack. I appreciate the love too with the gifts. I ain't say nothing to you. I appreciate you guys. I really do. Let me go ahead and be honest. Let me go on and say the truth. Black Panther, how y'all feeling? I want people to say how you feeling. I'm a little conflicted, and I'm gonna be honest, I haven't fully thought this thing out. But I'm gonna tell you the only reason why I'm conflicted with this whole Black Panther, picking this new young black man, I have multiple reasons why I don't like the pick, but I'm trying to say, should I be upset culturally for this movie? Because the line gets drawn basically between black produced or black directed versus African targeted or African backdrops. Does that matter? Does the backdrop matter? Or does the person producing it matter? I don't know, I'm conflicted in this one. I'm very conflicted in this one because I don't know if I would go, I don't know. I'll just say this. This is one time I'll get off the bandwagon of it, but I will say this. I know the audience that's going to pay for this. is going to be Black American. So it's the reason why I lean toward, shouldn't it have been a Black American person playing it? Because of that. But then I get it is supposed to be an African person. So I honestly, this is one time I'm so conflicted, I'll just leave myself out of it. I won't put a dog in this. I agree with that. The Little Hats did create the character altogether, and they did it to dissipate the energy of the real Black Panthers, but that's another story. You said try to tell people on the first one. I haven't seen the second one at all, I'll be honest with my people. I knew the second, and the way people described it, I already knew the bait was in. They gave too good of a story the first time. I know they won't. All right, so my thing is this. So take that off the table. My issue, being that I'm gonna stay a stalemate. Normally, I got a lot to say, because for one, I'm so sick and tired, again, Black American actors are the best in the world. You cannot tell me they're not, because they are the most known in the world. It's because of Jay next to it. No. No one looked at Martin. No one looked at the Fresh Prince. No one looked at the movies from all of our Boys in the Hoods. And them, no one looked at them and said, man, you do know them Little Hat people produced. No one cared. No one cared who produced it. All they knew was everybody they saw looked like us. Everybody, I'm seeing people in other countries right now. My family's in Europe right now. They said it ain't but 3 Black people in Europe at all. In London and in Manchester. They was in both. They say ain't no Black, like 3 Black people. And all of them are Nigerian. So nobody Black there that's British or anything. Everybody is from somewhere else. Nobody Black there. But when you get Black people, it don't. Let me just say it this way. Tyler, let me say this. The way they described, they went a couple of different places in Europe, mainly Manchester and London. I kid you not. Everything that I heard was, I don't see Black people. You see everybody else, but Black people are nowhere. So then I had to stop and ask myself a question. So now all the excuses people tell me for why we get British actors, they just better train this a third. You telling me in a fucking place that don't have nobody? When their number is minute in number? So you bypass the number one group of people. Black Americans been producing all the hottest movies in all of movie history land time. To say, no, you know what, let's go look for more talent over the seas and then look in the cracks and the corners for them, because it ain't but 8 of them on the whole fucking continent. And then we're gonna bring them here, and then we're gonna train them to use your voice dialect and all that stuff and teach them how to do it. But trust me, Black people, this is not to replace you. No. They just really good. When you put it in that context, the shit don't make no sense. So when I see this young man, I could have swore superheroes are supposed to represent multiple things. When I see Thor, I see the white tee woman prototype. I love this man. Some blonde head, muzzle built mother. That's what they like. I can imagine. So they made Thor. For the weird old white tee people, they said, let's make Credible Hulk. They just, some of them weird. Them goth women probably love him. Oh, the Green Man, I love him. But they said for Black Panther, first and foremost, you can be mad at me, you can not be mad at me. This is no knock at Chadwick Boseman. God rest his soul. I do not wish death on anybody. They took that man way too young in his life. I just wish I wonder if it was something else that could have been done. Hate to see somebody wither away like that. And that's no bullshit. I'm not joking and playing when I say that. Now, but with saying that, Chadwick Boseman can't never play nothing for me. He's not a good actor at all. And that's just my personal opinion. I didn't like him in Black Panther. I didn't like him in the Jackie Robinson. I didn't like him in none of them. James Brown, oh my God, for the love of God, what was that? That's just me. So, but anyway, I don't make it about that. My thing is, even by picking him, he didn't fit the role. I just saw this article the other day. Not the article, I saw this video. I got this video. Let me see, I got this video. This video, if I can find it, hold on. I told you guys, I'll be seeing so many different things get caught up. This video basically was 2 white teen men talking about rom-coms. And I don't think I put it in my list, did I? Nope, I didn't put it in my list. But they were talking about rom-coms, and they were basically talking about how the rom-coms basically themselves in the early 2000s, like 2005, 2006, the rom-com era movies pretty much no more. So like from the 89 to like 2005 was rom-com. Oh, Harry Met Sally and this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. out of all those films that people talk about, Sleepers in Seattle, the astronaut's wife, even though that one, I ain't gonna lie to you, that was good as fuck, but that's just me. Don't tell nobody. All these movies, how did one of the last rom-coms that was produced, 2005, Will Smith, Hitch, is still the #1 rom-com of all time. Love the film myself, one of Will's best. And I said this, I went around the world to come back again to make this point. You know why that was special? You know why that movie was good? Because Will Smith represents everything that we wanted to see. Men wanted to be him, women wanted to be with him. That is how it works. In today's world, they said, you black folks, you ain't gonna get neither. Before we even get to the Black Panther guy, I'm watching not the originals. It's another one of these movies. It's another one of these, it was like an off-brand superhero movie. I watched it maybe 3 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. I think I was in Houston when I watched it. But it was these people that were supposed to been, I can't think of the name of it, but if y'all know the TV show ATL with Donald, what's his name? Danny Glover or Donald Glover, the dude who played Paperboy, he's playing the action guy in this movie. Now, look up what the Paperboy or Poverboy, I can't remember his name, I think it was Paperboy. Look at what Paperboy looked like. Now, when you see this dude, now take that same dude, Paperboy, and make him a homosexual, and make him a superhero, and he don't look no different than he does as Paperboy. That's it right there. I can't do external, something like that, that's it. So, he's a superhero that you get. Then you turn around and give you this new dude. This little boy, oh my God, he is playing a flaming queen. And now, let me take that back. He is not the guy that men are gonna want to be like and women are not gonna want to be with. This Black Panther guy is another example of them telling black men, you are no longer needed. Services rendered. How do I know this? Because why don't you want the Will Smiths anymore? Even when they get a masculine guy that's British, he even becomes subservient. Let's talk about a few things. Let's slow walk this bitch. Let's show all the negative things they show our culture. I want you to start pinpointing things in your mind so you can start seeing these things too. Clean glass versus dirty glass. If you don't see it, you won't know that it's happening. I understand, but I promise you, rock with me, you're gonna feel this. Why is it in movies now, if there is some danger and we have to take off fast and get in the car, especially with black people, why is the black man sitting in the passenger seat while the woman does the driving? See it all the time. Rarely do you see the man says, get in the passenger seat, I'm taking control. Where is Mike Lowry driving the car? Where's Mike Lowry telling Marcus Burnett, that's how you drive? You don't get that no more. He sits his ass in the passenger seat. He's terrified. Oh, he's nervous. Why the woman's driving? If there's a scene and there's one weapon, I consistently see over and over again, the woman has the gun, the man has to stand behind her. These subtleties that you are seeing happens every day in every film, especially the ones that's targeted at us. But I realize I'm not the only one that's seeing it. I've been preaching this for over a decade and a half because I saw it a while ago. I said, oh my God, we can't be together. Not commercials, not anything. And I'm telling you is this, this is my only alarm that I'm throwing out here to my people, family, I love y'all. Black folks, entertainers, if you are too afraid to step up and do your own shit and say, I have to do it this way because we're not making enough money. No personal knock to you guys. But why is no one doing it? That should tell you how deep this damn well goes when it comes to dealing with them people. See, to me, I'm not delusional that this is not just as simple as black folks don't care about them and they don't want to do it. No, I believe there are people all in that business who wants to produce for themselves, who wants to just for themselves, who knows that they need to do it for themselves. But that should tell you how deep it goes. And I'm not delusional to that. But what I am saying is two things. One, it's gonna have to be a collective bill. Meaning, if I'm stepping out here, motherfucker when they see me and you see my face get plastered everywhere and they say, YouTubian struggle streamer L.Sky said some inflammatory things to say about this. And then they sit you down and they sit down and talk to one of you folks and they say, how do you feel? And you know that I'm only telling the fucking truth. I'm gonna need you to stand right here with me. Hey, you know, probably wouldn't have done what he's doing because I know how the system works, but what I can't sit here and do is demonize the brother for saying something we all know to be true. And once you say that, you go say, they're gonna come for you. No, they not. Nigga, if everybody stands there, I'm gonna give you an example when I watched it happen. I tell people all the time, I am from North Carolina. Baby, if you from North Carolina, you know this is college basketball country. I am a Tar Heel. Forever and always will be. No matter where I move to, I will be a Tar Heel. In Tar Heel land, there's a nemesis called the Duke Blue Devils. That's just all it is to it. We don't rock with Duke. Duke don't rock with us. It just is what it is. And North Carolina State wishes they could be a part of it. But I fell in love with two Dukies in one event, one thing that I'd never seen a Tar Heel ever do. And these two Dukies right now are top of my list. And that is Jay Williams, Jason Williams, wasn't Jay Will, and Kyrie Irving. When Kyrie Irving posted that fucking link, didn't say a word, didn't say anything. And when Kyrie Irving caught all that heat, y'all do know he didn't catch heat just because of that link. He caught heat because he wouldn't take that thing. Ding, 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 ding. They were forcing everybody the other day. He refused to take it. There you go, ANC. I love my ANC people. So he refused to take it. So what they were going to do, they were using Shaq, and they was using Barkley, and they were using everybody. This nigga just needs to go. We don't like him and condone him. You don't do dumb things like hurting groups of people. Like all this energy that I've never seen them do for their own fucking family. No, never stand up for their own fucking family when they need it. Had the nerve to crucify another brother, because I know you know your money is tied in all into them folks. I get it. But I'm just gonna get back to the point. The reason why I love Jay Will is because even though everybody was sitting there marching orders over the ESPN, Kyrie Irving is the target, and we're all coming for him. Stephen A. say, oh yes, sir, boss. Oh yes, sir, boss. I'm ready to get this nigga, I'm gonna tear him up. That's what he told you. Until one brother, Jay Will, a former Dookie himself, says, no, I'm not gonna crucify this brother. This brother's a family man. This brother loves his coach. This brother loves his country. This brother done this for this society. This brother donates this. This brother does this. I'm not gonna sit and demonize him when I don't even know what he feels about this link, and I'm his friend. He stood there. Then others stood there. Then the whole community said, we riding with Kyrie Irving. Guess what? Kyrie's job was saved. Kyrie's legacy has been saved. And they leave that nigga alone. That's what you do when your people stand up for you. You ride with them. If you do it as a collective, I'll give it to you in more simpler terms so you'll get it even on the most simplistic level. Everybody like me loves the movie Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. One of my favorites. I quote damn near every scene from it. But the reason why I can't get right, didn't get in trouble is because the whole fucking yard decided to back that nigga up. Because when you stick your PP in something like that in that time, I can only imagine the repercussions that brother was gonna have to go through. But in today's term, no, we don't supposed to do that. We're individuals. No. No one thinks as an individual. You have to think as a collective build. That is how we win. So to me, seeing that, the reason why I said this, and I'm gonna go back to my original point, the reason why I know that black people are starting to understand that we are different, we are cultured, we are our own people with pride, not a scab, is when I start hearing brothers like this, which I don't know who it is, but just the tone of his voice lets me know he has a really good job. Hold on.
This short, ugly British African David Johnson that Hollywood has been trying to force on us for the past few years is going to be the new Black Panther. I hate this. Will not be watching it. Number one, because I am so tired of British Africans taking black roles in Hollywood. I am tired of it. There are so many beautiful, smart, intelligent, talented black American actors and actresses who get stuck in Tyler Perry land in Tubi world, okay? While we somehow have to import Africans from over in, the UK and all of this stuff to come and take the A-list roles that are for blacks in Hollywood. It feels like Black American erasure. It feels like Hollywood is constantly trying to erase Black Americans. It feels like everywhere from Hollywood to the political system, everywhere are trying to make British Africans like the face of Black people in America. And my full...
Can I say something that he's right? I've said this multiple times. I'm watching multiple shows. It started with, hey, bring him over. Idris Elba, Damson Idris, the people, Spencer, the guy from All American. Change your tones. Make you sound like you from the West Coast, son. All that, doing it down. No, nigga, we have evolved. That's step one. Step two is now let's normalize the British black actor. It's being here for no apparent fucking reason. I love the show La Brea. I'm the science guy. I like time travel. I like period piece. I like things that the mind can't seem to conceptualize if you're a religious person. I like those contents. I'm watching La Brea. La Brea is about a show. People fell into a sinkhole and fell into 10,000 BC. Randomly, one of the only black guy on the show, two black guys. One black guy, of course, had to play the role of the lesbian. Homosexual. I call him a lesbian. Him there, but he passed away early. Don't worry. They got rid of him early. He was okay. And then they had the other black guy. He's British. Then I move on to other shows. I can go show after show after show. If we go through the list, you ain't going to say, how is it that they're everywhere and you are nowhere? No, that's not on purpose, though. No, you're just being hateful. Why does it all... Newsflash, let me tell something to my people so y'all understand this and how I know that even the people who say I'm nice sound really nice when they're trying to make you believe it's just you and you're being xenophobic. Explain to me, is it that when I give you this rationale, don't you think at least should be a stop and have a pause? Wait, wow, that really is happening, isn't it? Wow, that does make sense right there. Somebody would fucking say that. No, you get excuses. Come on, guys, we're all black. Come on, guys, you cool with this? I'm not cool. As you just heard me say, I'm conflicted with Black Panther. See, I can get on here and talk, no, black people, Ryan Coogler doing it, these people. No, I'm conflicted because you are using things that would be considered African culture as the backdrop to this thing. They should be in it. But then the star shouldn't be this dude here. I'm sorry. You can't get with me on that. My thing is, I am fair, I am balanced. I just want people to treat us this way, and it ain't always going to be, it's your fault. Oh, black folks are suffering economically. Oh, it's your fault. You don't think it had nothing to do with the fact that people, no, that ain't it. It's your fault. Black folks own the most, we was talking about child support on Friday. Black men owe all the child support money. What, 50% of the motherfuckers is out of work. Of course they owe child support. Nigga, what are you talking about? And I'm not lying. Don't let people fool you with the statistics. Let me side that note real quick too, because people will gloss over that in a minute. I don't think I've ever talked about that online. Like in one state, it's like New York. They was talking about how New York black Americans suffering like their unemployment is 8.8%. I said, no, bitch, no. Y'all know what unemployment is. They only count the people who was getting an unemployment check. You got denied when you applied when they fired you. You, the black person who can't find work, even though you're trying to look. They don't count you. That's not counted in the statistics. So when you hear black men, they're telling you 8% of the people. When they say 8.8, that's 8.8 for all of them, but you get my point. My whole reasoning for this, people don't understand is they manipulate everything while they're crapping on you. See, I don't pay attention to these people. You have to do things with your own common sense to realize what you're dealing with. Classic example. Don't even look at 8.8%. Ma'am, sir, collect all the black men in your life. If you can come up with 10, great. If you can come up with 20, even better. Now, out of that 10 or 20, how many of them niggas is struggling to keep unemployment? How many of them is on the same job they were on 3 years ago? And how many of them are just y'all will consider bums because they ain't never worked or they getting unemployment? You're gonna find in that situation, out of them 10, 20 men, majority of them struggling to keep the same consistent employment. I'm not saying that they're not working the entire time for the last 3-5 years, But I'm saying to be in the same place consistently without any hiccups, without any days, without any weeks in the middle, it's very hard to fucking do. You wanna know why? Because it's happening to black women right now. Because we are the target. You're seeing article after article after article say the same thing. Black women are right now being laid off the most. Of course y'all are, because y'all were the ones they were employing recently. They got us 10, 15, 20 years ago. Now they're going deeper. Look, we have to always look deeper with these people. Remember this. Don't buy the story that black folks want the people on this soil. I'm gonna use this as an example. How do you control millions of niggas on a piece of soil? America. Cousin. Stop, cuz I love TikTok shot. America was full of Negroids by the millions. How do you take control of millions of black people? You cannot do that with a musket. I heard some dude the other day argue with me about white people just being great at fighting because they had horses. You know they had horses. If I had a horse in a spill, I can get 30 of you. But nigga, shut up. Come in the hood with your horse and one knife and see what happens. I promise you won't get through 30 people before they knock you off that horse. No, sir. I don't know, my whole fucking train of thought. That pissed me off when I read that story. I forgot what I was ready to say. Anyway, hit the like button, shut the line. Anyway. So now I need black folks to understand when it comes to these people, they're not what they say they are, and you can't believe nothing that they tell you. Everything that you get half the story, somewhat of the story, half truth, somewhat of the truth. I got so many articles. I got so many stories in here. We could sit on here for hours and talk about 18,000 different subjects, but I'm going to show you in 18,000 different ways how everything is still designed to stop you. I know that sounds like a conceited statement to make. These niggas think they everything. That is because y'all make us everything. Let me ask you, black man, black woman. How many times, when was the last time you went into an alt-right MAGA room and decided just to listen to the conversation randomly for no apparent reason? When was the last time? Never. When was the last time, masculine black man, did you decide I'm gonna go into an LGBT room and see what they discussing in here? No, you don't take your ass in there either. You do not go into a room that said the Nigerian Love Connection group. You don't go into that group. It's not because you don't like them, not because you're a hateful person. It just ain't nothing in there for you. But for somehow, some way, in these spaces that we are in, they are flooded with everyone. From the hard-in-armed, talking white tea people to self-hating Somalians. Some of them, not all allegedly. I've seen them from calling as far as Russia to these platforms. You do know you niggas are. What the world? How is all of you in here? How do you find that lets you know? No, don't let no one ever tell you, ain't nobody thinking about it. No, everybody thinking about you. Classic example. If I were to go viral, the number one YouTuber struggle streamer himself, L. Scott, if I was to go viral, I said this before, I'll say it again. All of a sudden, I'm gonna go from he loves black people, he think that they can do more, do better, they don't need these folks, go out and do for yourself, protect your family, be great men, be honorable women, raise smart and healthy children. This is all we talk about on here every day. All of a sudden, I'm gonna become this vile, nasty, evil person who all he wants is violence for other people. Never said any of these things. But that's how I know, again, who I can trust, who I can't trust. I don't mix things for me. It makes sense to me. Like, that's why I use the example of if you go to your job and there's a black man that's been at a company for 10 years and it's corporate especially, this don't mean you no good. Especially if you got a little position. This means this brother is totally not on board with you. Unfortunately, the divestment with women, with the cake soap, the women from other countries, unfortunately, they don't see camaraderie with other black women. This is not my words. These are the words the black women say to me. These are the things I observe with myself. Let me tell you something I know to be true, and this is when I knew we were in trouble. When I was younger, this was before the mass integration of foreign black people after 2000. So before those years, I remember sitting down in orientation at jobs. I remember having to start new schools. I remember other kids from new schools coming into our schools. When you saw the black American kid, somehow, some way, he integrated himself or herself right into other people. We accepted each other. If you on a job interview or a job orientation, you two sisters lock eyes. You just all of a sudden know that's my new bestie. That's how it go. But I'm watching now, women can't get other black women to sit in the same Zoom call with you if ain't nobody else on there yet. I've seen this with my eyes. Seen a black American woman get on the Zoom call and her foreign counterpart was a foreign black woman. She got on there, she saw nobody else in the Zoom call. The bitch left and came back later. And it happened multiple times, so that's how I know the bitch was doing it. I see this all the time. So you cannot get me or anybody. I'm just sorry. I'm at a point now. I do not mix anything. I understand. I do not compartmentalize. That's what I'm looking for. I do not compartmentalize anything. My country told me, no, you're not getting reparations. The UN and multiple countries said, but man, y'all kind of did them dirty, man. That's the worst we think we've ever seen in history. The country said, yeah. No. I'm not paying for something that was legal at the time. That's their answer to you. So a person who says that now can't come wag their finger at me. You do know that you're psychologically messed up. You mean the shit you did to me and you refused to pay for it because you said it was legal at the time. So then I can't do this. Then you can't come and do this to me. I give you another example. You can't drop crack on my community and then sell me the movies over and over again after you decimated us all. All our families got touched by this some form of fashion, whether it was a seller or a dealer. A seller or a buyer. You cannot tell this community their punishment for taking and partaking themselves or selling to others is all prison, all prison, all prison. Throw away the key and then turn around and take your own people because they strung out on some new drug. They get some type of rehab is what we need to do. And now you want to pull out the heartstrings. See, you notice how the heartstrings come out. Give you another example. Let me go and be Nostradamus. I'm the Negro Nostradamus. Thank you for me. That's another one to make here. You can call me Scott. You can call me Scott Free. Call me L. Scott. You can call me Negro Nostradamus, but I'm ready to hit it. You know what's ready to happen. For all the people who said that Carmelo Anthony was this violent young man who just couldn't hold himself, who wasn't home trained enough. Even though it was one poke and run, obviously in his mind, he came there committing violence is what he wanted to do this day. This is what he is. He deserves all 35 years of what he got. You people are animals who support him. That's what they say. That's what they're gonna say. Now, first and foremost, let's pivot to my last story. Nolan Wales. This young man, now they have verified the phone call. These children know that this was killed and nobody, excuse me. Uh-oh. I love TikTok shop. I'm sorry, TikTok. I'm sorry. Let me calm down. We have footage now. We have information now. And one thing I don't seem to fucking get, even though I talk about it, you talk about it, we've posted about it, just for some reason, I don't seem to get the same level of anger that you have for Carmelo Anthony, young white T man, young white T woman. I'm noticing Negro Nostradamus, meaning all of a sudden we're gonna have every excuse on why they are not being picked up right now. Why each one of these people who were on that boat that day ain't been picked up right now. While all of them are not in the interrogation rooms until somebody cracks, until somebody gets a lawyer, until somebody is told that they have to be held responsible right now. They're gonna make every excuse in the boat. Well, you know, the laws from 1862, unfortunately, constitutes they can pretty much, that's what you're gonna hear. You wanna know why? Because you're dealing with a bunch of people who are hypocrites. You're dealing with a bunch of people who do not mean you any good. So again, don't come sell me on. I want you to take the shot first, black people, because if you take it first, you need it. Your grandma and grandpappy need you. Know that the fix is in. Hey, we got these pretty buildings over here. They're called the projects. It's urban renewal, and we can bring you in and You can move in with your, just can't bring any men in here. This is gonna be amazing. You got the project. Everybody knows. These people know what they're doing. When they designed the city and they said, hey, why does every major black city or a major black town in every major part of this country need a railroad or a highway through it? Oh, let's just run it through that bitch. Let's need to do it. It has to be done this way. What about this part of town? All the way to, oh no, that's bad soil over there, unfortunately. We would otherwise. Just the world that we live in, people. Just once you accept it, and I think black people as a whole have gotten to the point we have accepted it. I think we have gotten to the point that we know that people can say that we're the problem. You won't get back on the Pan-African team, even though there ain't never been no team been on. It's just been a flag with no players. Oh, what about Martin Delaney? And then you got Martin, what are you doing? You got Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey was the one that did it the best. You did. You see how he did it the best for himself. And then there's so much information that just makes you look at the situation and say, this is no. But I digress. But even then, it had to be started here. The faces had to be from here. Actually, Marcus Garvey, I know it's the same thing. Marcus Garvey is the same argument with Kool Herc coming out of Jamaica. Kool Herc is a guy that a lot of Jamaicans or people hold their hat to why they say the Caribbean is a part of hip hop originally. Kool Herc said that he's a Jamaican guy who came up and he used to spin records early days. And he was spinning hip hop. They were doing that type of music. But he said himself, he said that, no, when I tried to do Jamaican music, they were like, nah, fuck that. I had to play James Brown and stuff like that. So he was like, I had to play American music. That's what they wanted to hear. So they kind of doing, Marcus Garvey did the same thing. Marcus Garvey couldn't get popped till he came over here. I'm tell you, this is where everybody needs to be and everybody knows it. Look, let me say this and I'll move on. You know that, again, I always look at the world and I try to look at it at why. See, I don't think we ask enough questions. We just take the answers or the little piss poor answers that they give us. Because you know, they do give us a lot of piss poor answers. Do you agree or not agree? I always say them people lie like 2-year-olds. I mean, when we start talking about anything, you know that it's because atomic gases actually built up inside the... You be like, I ain't never heard that shit before. I saw the other day, I said this to somebody, look, this is going to be the point of the show, we're going to get into a little spookism, okay? If you ain't into it, I understand it. When I say spookism, I'm meaning, I saw that video with Mark Wahlberg and the white tea woman, and she can flip her eyes differently. She's like, oh, this is a rare thing that someone knows. Then when they start telling you stuff that you ain't never seen before, oh, this a rare thing that this person grows a third nipple. This, what? Oh, this woman, no. When you see, then you get on Google. Google all of a sudden, the answer got an answer for it. It's called erythrium. Yeah, it's a rare, super rare. Ain't no super goddamn rare thing. You're trying to integrate some things that ain't normal here. No, I always tell people, if you ain't never been here before, just know that. Let me slow it down. Because I ain't gonna be here much longer. But look, didn't I cover all of them? I covered the school. I covered Black Panther. Yeah, I covered Ryan. I want Ryan to put more air in his chest, be more of a man. What was I gonna say? It was something else I was gonna talk about. But anyway, I can't remember. But I want us to know this again. The theme of the platform will ever and always be, we do not have to be this way. Hit the like button, share the live. I always tell people, if you don't hit the follow button either, they're never going to show me to you again. I promise you'll never see me again. And we talk about a lot of different things. We're going to think over here. We're going to laugh a little bit. We have a good time. Go ahead, tell them naturally. I'm just playing. But no, I want everybody to know this platform will always be pro us. And what I mean, and again, this is no knocking none of the other cultures. I had some cool cats from Africa. I had 2 cats. One was from Ghana. The other one was from, was it Togo or some shit? I can't remember. But this was early 2000. So this was an early influx of them. Now it makes more sense. Like I was working this job, and it was like a factory job. And this African dude was named, God, I can't think of this dude's name, but Emmanuel, that was his name. No, it wasn't Emmanuel. Emmanuel was what the dude that was over there. I can't think of this dude's name. But this dude was from one of them countries. And when I say this thing, he was like, you American niggas are lazy. I thought it was just him. But outside, we had conversation when you worked together, he was cool. So you're thinking, he half joking, playing, we just giving each other, black folk, we always cracking on each other, especially in those environments. I didn't think none of it because we've been fed this one big Negro thing. And then when I met Emmanuel and Lawrence, these are another two dudes that work on another job. And like I said, I've been in these dudes' houses the whole nine, right? So I thought it was cool. But they had these same stereotypes and biases when it came to it. Oh, you niggas are lazy, y'all don't want to do this, that, and the third. And I again, it made sense as I got older. It's almost like you got to get vetted to be this way before you get here. And see, again, when you know this is something that you do for black people, when you know that you have derogatory term. One thing I'm gonna tell you, I see this all the time too. If you have a derogatory term for black people and someone tell you that they understand what that word means, don't try to lie and say it means something different. Then you're getting disrespected. And see, like for a person like me, now you're trying to play me like I'm dumb and I don't like that. It doesn't have to be this hard. What people are making it hard is because, and I honestly feel this way, I think that for some odd reason, everybody's been bred to believe that they supposed to eat off of us. And we supposed to be humble just to be included. And that's why I guess I gave Ryan Clark so much energy today. It is because of this. Do y'all realize, let's take a damn trip down history real quick. How much time we got? Let me see. Oh yeah, I got time. Let's take a trip down history lane. Look, they gave you, let's just take baseball. They gave you the baseball story that Jackie Robinson, because some dude named Ricky, I forgot Ricky or whatever his name was, the white dude or whatever the team was. Oh, he just thinks it was time that we integrate these people. We have to do it because they were just been disenfranchising these people. And they sell you this story. So now you go to the movies and you watch the Jackie Robinson story and then you find out this white guy, oh man, he just doesn't want to be racist no more. He just want to fix it. And so then you get fed this story and now you show the movie to your kids and you say, see, Mr. Ricks or whatever his name was, he's just, good white tea. And so you get these stories. But then the child goes into reality and then the reality doesn't match up with the story. And you be like, why is my life like this? Then he gonna start blaming himself because my parents told me it was like this. My grandparents told me like the movie said the same thing. All of it's a game to fool you. They don't want you. Jackie Robinson was only let in because the Negro Leagues were kicking their ass. Everybody wanted to see the Negroes. The NBA, the same thing. The ABA was full of niggas. Everybody wanted to see them. They come and join with you because they can't beat you. And see, you keep thinking, hey, I'm just, we're going to keep, be part of a team. We're going to kumbaya. They're never going to kumbaya with you. They're only going to kumbaya you long enough to make sure they're ahead of you. Once they're no longer ahead of you, it's going to be a problem. I give you an example. I got a wrestling podcast I do. I'm actually going to talk about this in a little bit because I got to do it today. If you watch wrestling, there's this big African dude named Obafemi. Obafemi is should be the next star of the institution wrestling. Should be. I'm not knocking. He's a really good wrestler. That they doing him dirty, but I would not be surprised before he wins that big belt, before they will put him up there at the top, and that's if they leave him up there long enough to even consider him a real champion, because they have a thing called transitional champs. I wouldn't be surprised they do something like give him a Paul Heyman or somebody white tee to be with them. Oh, they got him over the top. He just was missing something. That's how they all feel. Go watch the Miles Davis movie that John Cheadle did. They talked about in that movie, the whole white tee guy that was in the movie with him, the whole movie didn't even exist in reality. But they refused to make his movie until they gave him some white person as a counterpart. Do you know how sick that is of an individual who will take your story, who will infuse a lie into your story if they can't take it completely, just to say they were in it? They will go into other people's countries that had no white tee people at all and become all the people there. You know what's so disrespectful? Like I always said this, they're doing it on purpose. Black people, you could never get me to be an actor if I got to do a slave movie in like one of these Egyptian pieces. You're not gonna have all of the people in royalty be white tee and then say, hey man, they just making a movie for themselves. They like themselves. This is the excuse I give Mother Negro sometimes. Man, they like themselves, man. They just make a movie and they just want people to look like them. Then how did they find these little Negro slaves that's in this movie then? It'd be a movie about Egypt, but they do have black folks in it. It'd be all slaves. So you did that on purpose. You could have hired and casted the right colored people who would be here for this timepiece, wouldn't you? Couldn't you? Why don't you do that? I don't want to. I want to take your culture. And in 50, 20, 30, 1,000 years, I'm going to tell everyone this was a documentary. Yo, I found out not that long ago. I don't know how many of y'all people love the movie 300. Nichols. Look it up. I'm not lying. When I found that out, it shocked me too. I don't know why it shocked me. What am I talking about? It didn't shock me, but at the time it did. It was like, what, 2010, something like that. No, shocked me at the time. Because I'm sitting there, just like you believing these movies are real. These movies are not real. These people don't do anything. I say this all the time. I get in trouble for it all the time. I'll say it to y'all right now. We're going to whisper. I tell people all the time, ain't no way in the hell these people whooped up on you and took your land forcefully. No, not with no musket and no horse. Don't tell nobody what we just whispered in your ear, okay? Don't even tell nobody, because that's what... No, they play psychological games with us. They play in your head. They mess your children up. I do want to play this before I move on. Let me say this. Look, I saw this thing, and I don't even know how to describe this, but this scared me. And this is no bullshit. I play a lot, but I'm telling you, this really scared me. So, somebody said I saw this, but it shows a piece that says, is this acceptable for a man to say, what is that? Is this acceptable for a man? God, I can't see. Hold on. It said, is it acceptable for a man to see a girl right after the bros? Now, you probably think to yourself, I don't get it. Like, I guess he's saying, is it acceptable to go see your girl after you've been hanging out with your homies? Right? You say, well, I don't get it, right? Right? So I'm letting it play. I'm going to tell you, this is why. When people say, because I'm going to tell you why I'm playing this video right now. Let me play this.
On the day you hoop, you can't shower that same day because your boys are gonna be in your mind.
What the fuck does that mean?
So what if like after you hoop on that Tuesday night, you gotta go see a shawty? What is that?
That's hard.
What do you?
Is it though? Is it?
Hold on, I know it's echoing over here on L Dot, but it's gonna stop echoing in a minute. Hold on a second. But I did want to say this. I'm just as confused as the guy who's covering the video at this moment. I'm like, oh, I don't get that. What the fuck they mean? But let's keep going.
You work out. You go hooping. You're sweaty. You've worked out that day with your homeboys. You won't shower the same day because why the fuck would they be on your mind like that? Why are they on your mind like that?
Then,
not gonna lie. I'm still not showering, bro.
I respect that.
What? Now he say he's not showering. Okay, I'm still confused. Now look, when I'm watching this video first time, I'm still a little confused. I'm like, huh? No, nigga, every time I want to see my girl, no, we can't have salty balls. No, we can't do that. So I was like there. That's where my mind was at. Like, no, nigga, we probably been hooping, playing ball and stuff like that. No, like, I gotta go shower up because you never know.
Take your filthy, unwashed hand away from me.
I respect it. Cause the thought of your bros.
Yeah, it's gonna
Please tell me it's satire, because I'm not understanding.
I can't.
You're not showering either.
Okay, look, the way I would do it,
okay, yeah.
It's like, I would, because obviously, like, look, if I get in the shower after I hoop with the boys, they're going to be on my mind.
So at this point, you're gay. If you can't work out with your guy friends and then do personal hygiene after without worrying about beating your meat to the thought of your guy friends, that makes you gay. It's not a bad thing. You're gay.
I'm going to use that sexual tension and release it on her.
What is...
Damn, I was like, what the fuck? Oh, I got it. Where she at?
What the fuck?
I was like, no. Man, what are you talking about? Look, people, this is what they're doing to our boys. This makes no sense to me. This scared me. Hurt my feelings when this niggas is talking about they be thinking about what? These look like normal boys. This is conditioning. No, it's not. They just been no. The brain is malleable. They have conditioned you through estrogen. Remember, they put estrogen in everything. They put it in your cans, they put it in your food. Brothers, you got your little chipples growing because you're eating laced food with estrogen. So now they're lacing the food with estrogen, which they are known to cause effeminate tendencies or feminine tendencies. Then you said years before then, in the 70s, daddies can't be here. We don't want you, daddy. The system got you now. So no daddy role models at all. Then they said, no, let's put on TV everything from Superfly in the 70s, all the way down to gangster music, gangster rap, gangster this, drug selling, this. And if it ain't drugs, gangster this, and the third, the man is violent towards his entire family. He is terrorizing his wife, his children, and the whole nine. These are normal stories for our black families to watch. We had the Cosby Show in different world, but somehow, some way, they don't seem to make it on TV on every random station no more. They used to be on there. You don't see those anymore. They tell you they don't show up because Mr. Cosby did some things that they can't lock him up for, but he still did it. But they can't keep him in jail for it. But then you got the little dude from, was it 3.5 Men or 2.5 Men? What's Charlie Sheen? Charlie Sheen openly admitted that he was HIV positive and was infecting people on purpose. He did a whole primetime special. This nigga was allowed to stay on TV, no repercussions, no nothing. See, I'm going to tell you, the first game that they run on you, and I hate to say this, the game that they run on you is the first things first. What they don't get outraged about, you don't even think about. The reason why, and I always say, somebody brought up R. Kelly, you like R. Kelly, or whatever. All right, listen. R. Kelly, I do not condone the behaviors or anything that man did, especially with that children. Because that's what that man should have went to prison for. They got that man in prison for something they got nothing to do with them children. But what it is, the reason why he was still allowed to do BET specials all the way through 2008, 9, and 10, I think it was. Why he still dropped music after we saw the video. The reason why all those things were still allowed is because them people didn't put a spotlight on him until they did. That's when he became public enemy #1. Now, am I saying he should be public enemy #1? Shouldn't be? I'm saying think for your fucking self. If you saw the tape in 04, 05, or whenever when it was, that should have been the moment you stopped listening to it. It shouldn't have been when they put out a fucking movie talking about surviving him. P. Diddy has been robbing niggas since the 90s, and we all knew it. That is the reason why I didn't ever rock with Bad Boys. I was a Tupac fan. And to know that everybody who was on Bad Boys made no money. I never thought this was a good dude. You could see it. You could feel it. Everyone has bad stories. I did not need to see him kick that woman in the head to know he won't good people. But it moved you. See, for me, that's how I know we have psychological damage. I played this video the other day of a young brother, and it's a funny video, but this black man, matter of fact, I'm gonna play it now. I see it in the list. I'm gonna play this video right here. This video, it's a funny video, but it's a problem with the video. Let me play this.
What's up, motherfuckers?
What's up with it, my nigga?
We are 40. Biggest thing is, fuck trying to impress all these goddamn people.
And you're right, my nigga. Cause as a grown man, why are you trying to impress another motherfucker anyway?
No.
Niggas be spending all this unnecessary ass money trying to impress a woman or another man.
These shades, got these from Brothers to Coke Factory, $8.
And they look clean. Hell, if you never would have told me, I would have thought they were some designers.
The shirt from Temu, $5.
You see what I got on? I'm with you when you right, my nigga. I'm with you when you right. Although I would never wear that style of white beaters, I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm picking it up.
These pants, got it from Ross.
I shop at Ross too. I be right up in that bitch with all the Mexicans.
Come on.
I mean, I don't know if they be Mexicans in the ones y'all shop at, but at the ones I be going to, they be deep in that bitch.
No.
And I don't want to hear shit about a nigga.
Side note before we get there, that's Ross, the Rainbow, Burlington Coat Factory, Rugged Warehouse. Ain't nothing but Mexican. Ramsacking all the clothes. Pepe, get over here.
Being racist because I'm not. I fuck with the essays. I'm just calling a spade a spade. Where the fuck y'all think they get all that Puma shit from?
Come on.
And then my damn sneakers.
What the fuck are those?
If you can see them, FUBUs.
Oh, no, we not doing them, my nigga.
Bruh.
Yeah, you had me at first, but we not doing them FUBUs, my nigga.
So, and I'm gonna stop it right there because he's Timu, cool, Asians. Forgot the other one. Shein or something, Rugged Warehouse, all of it is cool. Nigga, I ain't here to impress nobody. I'm wearing shirts that got plastic in it. I'm wearing shirts that got plastic and Asian sweat all in it. It's cool. Shirt made of plastic, it shrink on you, and while you wearing it, choke you to death. It's warning sign in the back. Hey, this shirt may shrink on you and choke you. These chemicals right here may make you pass away, but this is gonna be a fly t-shirt. That's what they give you at Temu, Shein, and all of them. All of it cool to this nigga. Funny video. All the people in the comments say, oh my God, this is so funny, he's right. But when we get to the black-owned product, as ugly as them FUBUs is, I have no problem, they are ugly. But so is them goddamn Yeezys when he was with Adidas. They look like homeless people should be wearing them, but people run around with them shoes on their feet. Because they say they were hot and special. So I don't want to hear about the style. No, I want to know why this video is funny to so many niggas when you get to the black person who made a product. This type of thinking is the reason no one buys from themselves. And you know what's crazy? Think about it. This is how psychologically they have us. They will take a rapper. I remember Jay-Z, I'm going early 2000s. Early 2000s, Jay-Z's popular, the Rockefeller's popular. All this is doing, with some rocks out here, they're Belvedere, Grey Goose. You know, the rock, we doing all of this. This is out here. Two-way pages, everything, platinum, everything is out here. Balenciaga, all this is what they're talking about. The only reason why niggas wanted to do it is because Jay and the Rock and them were doing it. So is it really the product or is it the person who makes the product? So what I don't understand is this. It has to be psychological because it is the person rocking it is the reason you want to rock it. So it should not matter because I know you didn't pay attention to what Gucci's made out of. You don't pay attention to what Balenciaga's made out of. You just know it says Balenciaga. So what I'm saying to you is that this is a psychological problem that we have. And I'm telling you, break that shit by doing this. Whatever you produce is what's going to be hot. Let them come to us since they're already coming to us. If you're gonna raid the house of all its goods, you should at least be able to pay something before you enter. We are opening the door and telling them to come on in and take what you want, and we'll ask you for some of it back later. This shit made no sense to me. When I saw the video, I thought it was a very funny video till we got to the end. Then I found myself being angry all at the same time. Because it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. And this is how I know it was a system. It's not ironic. Let me just say this to you guys, and this is why you won't think that I'm hateful. If in the 90s we had Carl Kanai, if in the 90s we had FUBU, can I think of someone think of Chris Cross, Cross Colors, excuse me. We had black-owned people that we rocked on purpose. If in the late 80s, early 90s, we had our own music labels where we were doing it ourselves. If we were taking baseball caps, not the Yankees, but we have X on the cap. If we're doing all of these things and we are glorifying our own culture, it's not ironic that at the same time you lost every one of your imagery, this is where it went to. See, they have convinced you asked for this. No, nigga. How is it at the same time they took it over, we got it? When we were producing it, we weren't asking for it. All of a sudden, when they got it, we were asking for it. I think what I want us to do, and I'm frustrated because I can tell that in my mind, if again, this went viral, it would be so many Negroes organically, not haters, not people who don't understand. This would be people who just don't understand. They literally have convinced you that you can't do anything, and all you do is everything. To the black woman who turns Tupac hit on the head. When you make $1 out of 15 cents, and I've seen it, I've had to do it. when you can figure out to be the 16th largest economy, even though we are underemployed, we are discriminated against, we are told we're not getting it just because we niggas. We are told that Workday, the company itself that everybody's uploading their resume to, is instructed to weed you out. And you still figure out a way to present yourself and be creative, and you can still do all this. This is under pressure. That means you can do anything. So to Jamel Hill, no, I reject you. People don't understand that it's a lot to build. No, it's not. Do it small. No one cares about your movie set. No one cares that ESPN have motion cameras that fly around. We care about the conversation. We care about the entertainment that we get from the people. So if you want to do some, Jamel, a whole fucking network, everybody chip in $50, buy a house, turn the house into the studio. And what you do is everybody shows the fuck up and you put your money where your mouth is. Meaning you sit there, you have your conversations, you say what you truly feel about the sports arena instead of what those people make you say. Watch your numbers go through the roof. And as your numbers go through the roof, the entire black base of the world comes to your platform, ESPN. But for some reason, that concept is so fucking difficult for people in this world, and it makes no sense to me. I, as a person, I don't have no money. I still, with no money, was able to, I can produce. And like again, when the website is back up, oh God, I can't wait for you guys to see it. You'll be able to say, how is this man able to produce all of this? And then these people with millions and millions of dollars, which I do not have, can produce himself. No, you cannot tell me that I watch a Dewey Hughes and a Petey Green go into a small radio station. Petey Green gets on to the radio station and blows the up. Oh yeah, Sean John. We can't frown upon with Sean John. Apple Pops, I do remember that. G-Unit, they were all popular early 2000, late 90s. Everybody was doing it. But those guys went in there and they were able to make an imprint on the world. Like I said, I always tell people all the day that Petey Green is a hero of mine. Go Talk to Me, the movie. It's a good story. It's not completely true, but it's a good story. I just want people to understand in this world that we can, but you're just getting all your voices to say that you can. Those places that we would go, like, I'll give you an example. These things are put together on purpose. Yo, that's black excellence. And then you'll see the person being subservient to someone else. Like, the NAACP love to have the award show and tell you how this is black excellence, but you realize everybody in the audience is a commodity to somebody white. That every person sitting in this seat, that if that white person don't like them anymore, the NAACP is not going to invite them back there anymore. How do you have that much control and still stand and say that you run something? You ain't running nothing. See, I don't want the illusion anymore. See, again, can someone tell me, if it ain't an illusion that black people have pretty much been totally, completely co-opted, can someone tell me who's individually doing something on their own, independently of them people, other than Tariq Nasheed? that's probably a millionaire. Can anybody name anyone else who independent of the people who can actually do that? I haven't seen anybody. And I know there's people out here who do it. You got Al Heyman, you got people out here that are very quiet to do it. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's not possible. It's not possible. The problem with it is that I'm not even saying it's not impossible. What I am saying is this. I'm noticing the people who sit in front of us who say, hey, even though I'm not black American, even though I'm maybe from another culture, I have a producer show and I want to target your people, and I don't mean you any harm, even though I'm going to put all the detrimental stuff in there. And it's just a coincidence that it's just detrimental is the story that we picked for this. No, all that stuff's on purpose. All those people mean you nothing but harm. And then all they're doing is selling you on a pretty story. That's it. All of it. All the rest of it is bad. I'm waiting for the black people who are basically going to say we're going to produce great content. Nate Parker's doing that. I try to support him as much as possible. Nate Parker's another. We got a new movie ready to drop, so I forgot the name of it. God damn it. It seems like it's going to be really good. But even him, he has to go get a British actor too. That same dude played Martin Luther King starring in this Nate Parker movie. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, so you really do go out and go get these people just to make films? Tell me that don't bother you. And I feel this way because, I'll be honest, I feel this way because I'll watch people's podcasts when I see grown men that work for other people. And I'm not saying because you work for other people, it's a problem. That's not the problem. It's the people who defend this is the best and the only way to do it. That's the problem. See, I've worked majority of my life for other people. I don't defend that this is not best for me. That's not the best for me. It's what the fuck I had to do. I'm not gonna say to defend that. So I get tired of people not defending. I don't defend non-ownership for black people. Someone make me understand how is it when a kid gets railroaded in the street, whether it's by police or not, whether it's on a boat or not, whether on a 4th of July weekend or not. You'll see people stick their head up then. Oh, and what I ain't talking about the regular black folks. Black folks will always stick up for their own. Don't let them people tell you wrong. I love my black people. Don't ever let them shame you and tell you don't say nothing when black people do this to other black people. Yes, you do. You know what we do? We don't say nothing. You wanna know why? Because the courts get them. He goes to jail. She goes to jail. They get an absorbent amount of time. What the fuck am I protesting for? You want me to get out there and protest for him too? Then you're gonna complain about that, but he committed a crime. Exactly, bitch. That's why we not protesting. See, the stuff that they say don't make no sense on the surface. No, we do the stuff that's injustice. If a police officer, let me say this, if one time, so happened, it's the Puma lady in her home, just because she's holding a pot of water, and we got it all on camera, and they show up, this didn't happen, but you get my point. And if they show up, the newborn, that's it right there. If you show up, police captain and internal affairs, and y'all see his police cam footage and sees obviously the guilt that we don't take his job and move him. We don't tell him you're fired and you can't work anymore. No, we're gonna hold you to a higher standard to the people that we are policing. And since you did this in your situation, you're gonna have to suffer the same way they do. But I didn't mean it. Doesn't matter. That's what you tell the black kid. So what I want people to understand is I don't understand why we don't get that part. I just want equal justice across the board. That's all I'm trying to say. Anyways, I digress. Anyways, people, that was today's episode of the show today. People, I'm gonna play some new music for you people today. Naturally, I got something new for you, show. I'm trying to see which way I want to go with. Got some new videos for you guys. Like I said, look, work with me on these videos. It's a work in progress. What it is that I always tell people on the platform 300 Radio, we're producing, and I'm willing to work with anybody. We got a small little studio. We get people together. Some of these people are older, some of them are younger. But what we're trying to do, some of them want to be stars, some don't. We're going to be putting up the whole pages with artists, the whole nine. But as until then, I know a lot of times we try to give you visuals to the songs because one thing that I'm a stickler for at 300 Radio is going to be is lyrics. The song has to have meaning. It has to do something. It don't have to be, no, look, it does not have to be, I have a higher self in the Lord self. I am not running around here thinking I'm Jesus Christ. And no. What I mean is, let it have some substance, make a third person think. I don't care, even if it's debauchery, just have something to make a person think is all I care about. So lyrics are very, very important, so sometimes I try to give you visuals. So you utilize what everybody else utilizes. That's AI, and this thing is hell on wheels. So I'm gonna play a couple tracks for you guys, and I'm gonna get out of here. But I appreciate you guys for showing up when you do. When I say showing up when you do. I appreciate you for showing up like you do. We'll be back tomorrow. Let me get the song queued up while I'm talking shit to you. We're gonna be back tomorrow around 2-ish like we always do. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this thing popping. Let's do this. I know my people. Oops. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Hold on a second. Getting it queued up. Hold on. So again, I come here to, like I said, I appreciate you, Natural. I appreciate everybody for showing up. But look, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button if you hadn't done it. Hang around, listen to the music a little bit. I'm gonna let you guys hear it. Let me get it queued up over here too. I forgot about you guys. But hang around a little bit. I'm gonna play a little bit of music for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hit the like button, share it too with your people, and we'll be back tomorrow. Tell me what you think of the music. Until then, let me get it playing. I'll holler at you guys later. Okay? All right. Eyes, Am's out of here.
I packed his dinosaurs, his school shirt, his little blue shoes. one duffel by the door, one box full of what can we lose? He asked, Daddy, we going home? And I said, for a while. That word sat in my throat like a stone in a child's smile. I see my mama place from the porch through a memory there. Now the car got my whole life folded up in the rear. Judge said limited visits, that line cut deep as a knife. I signed my name like I signed all pieces of my life. His mama on the other line, tired, trying not to break. We both lost in the water, different ways to make the same mistake. Mileage on the dash looked like receipts from my regret. Every red light felt like a prayer, I hadn't answered yet. I keep my eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, heart on hold. If love can break, it can grow, even when the truth gets cold. Let's take a ride, let the miles decide. Let's take a ride. I got tears to hide. At my mama's door, I still knock with pride. Let's take a ride, let's take a ride. Oh, let's take a ride. I done ran from time. Let's take a ride. Now I face my crime. For my son I tried. Let's take a ride, oh, let's take a ride. He pressed his face to the glass, counting fences and mailboxes. I told him stories about my first bike, my first fight, my false losses. He laughed at my old prayer chain, that's why I held it so tight. I said when men feel split in two, that hoe what kept them alive. My mama taught me love ain't clean, it leaves dust on your hands. Still she opened that front door like forgiveness understands. I keep my eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, heart on hold. If love can break, it can grow, even when the truth gets cold. Yeah, yeah. Let's take a ride, let them outside. Oh, let's take a ride. I got tears to hide. At my mama's door, I still knock with pride. Let's take a ride. Oh, let's take a ride. Oh, let's take a ride. I done ran from time. Let's take a ride. Now I face my crime. For my son I tried. Let's take a ride. Oh, let's take a ride. Mama said, boy, your pain don't cancel your name. His mom said he's still yours, just don't make the same game. And my son in the back, like, can we stop for some fries? I laughed through the ache, felt the sky in my eyes. 3 generations, one seat, one shaking frame. I can't rewrite the past, but I can show up change. Let's take a ride, let the miles decide. Let's take a ride. I got tears to hide. At my mama's door, I still knock with pride. Let's take a ride. Oh, let's take a ride. Let's take a ride. I done ran from time. Let's take a ride. Now I face my crime. For my son I tried. Let's take a ride. Oh, let's take a ride. He learned one thing from me. Let it be this hard-earned truth. Love don't vanish in the wreckage. It learns how to move. Yeah. Met her in the rain by the corner store. Same calm face made me want more. She said little still, said enough. One look in my chest and it all got tough. She was cool like a code I could never break. Soft-spoken queen with a steady weight. When the world got loud, she stayed low. That kind of love make a strong man slow. Now she ride with me through the smoke and the noise. Keeps it tight with me. Quiet strength, no toys. My chick ride with me come through. My chick ride with me, and she know what to do. Ride with me. Seen fake love fold when the ring came due. Seen bright smiles fade when the day got blue. But she stay right there in my roughest hour, like a front gate locked with a hidden power. If trouble get close, she don't make a sound. Just one step back and it all calm down. Dependable heart be low-key flame. Everybody knows but they don't know her now. With me, through the smoke and the noise, keeps it tight with me. Quiet strength, no toys. My chick ride with me, never leave my side. My chick ride with me, keep me alive tonight. My chick ride with me, when the pressure comes through. My chick ride with me, and she know what to do. Ride with me. In the mirror I see what I used to be. Loudmouth pride, moving recklessly. Then she came in and the pace slowed down. Made a hard man learn how to hold his ground. So if the whole wide world want a piece of me, she the one thing they can't reach easy. No show or trust or real. That's the kind of love that can't be killed. Never leave my side. My chick ride with me, keep me alive tonight. My chick ride with me, when the pressure come through. My chick ride with me, and she know what to do. Ride with me.
Run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. It's the hood, the hood, the hood. Hey, Keisha got 'em backing up what's good. Drop it low, make it clap, throw it back on the wood. If you nasty and you know it, turn it up for the hood, the hood. It's the hood, the hood, the hood. Turn her hands on your knees, let it shake like it should, like it should. Hit a split, hit a lick, got 'em spending their goods. If you freaky and you know it, throw it back for the hood, for the hood. He like, damn, Keisha, let me taste that. I'ma ride till he beg, make him pay back. Make it jump, make it jump, make it jump. Hey, all my ratchets in the front, tear it up, tear it up. It's the hood, the hood, the hood. Hey, Keisha got 'em acting up what's good. Drop it low, make it clap, throw it back on the wood. If you nasty and you know it, turn it up for the hood, for the hood. It's the hood, the hood, the hood. Turn her hands on your knees, let it shake like it should, like it should. Hit a split, hit a lick, got 'em spending their goods. If you freaky and you know it, throw it back for the hood.
Broadcasting live.
Listen live online 24/7.
24/7. Around the world.
Right here. Right now.
It's 300 Radio.
Rain on the screen door, and I still won't let go. I said some hard things with a bitter tongue. Now the house feels empty since the damage was done. I know I made that bed, I know I broke that trust. But when the night gets heavy, baby, I still think of us. Love.